Ryan Garcia receives an indefinite ban from the WBC president Mauricio Suleiman for his racial remarks, saying slurs. You can't be having that in the sport of boxing. It's a lot. I know this is the sport of boxing where, you know, it's a brutal sport and people are getting offended by words, but you guys know how the world is nowadays. A lot of sensitive people, you know, they're honestly, you know, convicted felons in the sport of boxing, you know, doing horrible things, but, you know, because they're in the sport and they're popular, we just let it slide. You know, they're backed by bad people, but, you know, nowadays you can't be saying stuff like that. I understand that. I understand the world that we live in today, saying stuff that is negative towards people's, you know, color, their ethnicity, religion, all that stuff. You know, any derogatory language towards people, that's not cool. But for me, you guys know how I've been on this situation with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney when it comes to the cheating. I personally think that the billionth of a gram of Ostarine didn't do that much. I think Devin Haney simply got time. That's my opinion. But at the same time, you know, we have rules in the sport for a reason. So cheating's not okay. But for me, I saw what I saw. That's just my opinion personally. But and I would like to, you know, say that and remind people that my stance on it isn't just me being a Ryan Garcia fanboy, because if that were true, I would say that Ryan Garcia definitely beats Devin in a rematch. But personally, I don't know what happens in a rematch. I think Devin Haney might be able to make the adjustments and get to the point where he could potentially beat Ryan in a rematch. But it's all about execution. Like I say, they got to do it in the ring. I can't be just talking all this talk for Devin Haney and then he doesn't end up doing it. It has to be in his, you know, it has to be innate in him. He has to go out and do it himself. He has to ask for that rematch, say, I want it back in blood. I know he said it on a recent interview, but he's got to say it with conviction and show it through his actions that, you know, I'm really about it. I really want that rematch. I need to see that from Devin. Then I can put more confidence in him as a fighter all around, and him against in a matchup with Tank and him with a matchup with Shakur. I would feel more confident if I heard Devin Haney say, I'm going to get Ryan Garcia back in the ring. I want that back in blood. Say it with your chest. That's what I need from Devin Haney. Then I'll feel more confident in how, you know, he responds, stuff like that. But yeah, Ryan Garcia gets expelled from the WBC indefinitely. I think that, you know, it's serious when the literal president, Mauricio Suleiman, was saying that indefinitely Ryan Garcia can't be associated with the WBC in any way, in any fight or event. So if that's true, you know, they make a lot of money off of guys like Ryan Garcia. They make a lot of you know, money from the pay-per-view aspects, and when he gets his purse, you know, people are getting paid when Ryan Garcia fights, when he's on such a big stage, selling a lot of pay-per-views, selling a lot of tickets, and selling out arenas. But obviously, it's gotten so serious to the point where, you know, they have to draw a line. He has to deal with these punishments. People have to show him that it's not okay to be saying these kinds of things, and that's where we're at right now. We're seeing the repercussions of Ryan Garcia's actions. I think he thought that, you know, I think that every influencer, every kind of celebrity gets to a point where they face that or feel that sense of invincibility where, you know, no one can mess with me, I'm the man. And I think Ryan Garcia, after that Devin Haney win, felt on top of the world. He felt untouchable. And then the PED talk came in, and then obviously the suspension that you can't just ignore. You can't just say, you know, I'm the best in the world, this and that, and then fight again. You know, he has to deal with that suspension, being suspended by the Athletic Commission. That literally tells you that you can't fight anymore. So in that regard, you know, he's getting a big wake-up call where, you know, he's going to be in a dark place at a low for a while, because he's not going to be able to have that attention on him. He's not going to be able to compete at least for a year, and indefinitely by the WBC after receiving the suspension by the president. So, you know, Ryan Garcia just in a very difficult spot where I think he just needs to get all the help that he can. He has to recoup it and learn to draw the line. You know, he doesn't have to stay silent, but at the same time, you got to watch what you say, even on social media. And even if this isn't you, even if you have a team that's typing all this crazy stuff, and I know that the slur and everything he's getting called out for, you know, a lot of it has been said verbally and people have heard it. But, you know, when it comes to the posts, he's got to chill out on that stuff. Even if it's not him, even if he has a team surrounding him, telling him what to say, suggesting tweets and posts that he should make that are controversial and will get him a lot of attention, he needs to cool out on it. You know, you're in a place where you can take care of yourself, take care of your family, and enjoy your life. So why mess with it? Why tamper with it. You know, why put boxing in a place where we won't be able to see you fight again, where we won't see you in another big fight? Because that's ultimately what a lot of us boxing fans want. As much as we like Ryan, but he keeps doing all this crazy stuff to the point where it's like we don't know if we're gonna get the fights we want to see him in. Because they're realistically and honestly, there are a lot of exciting matchups that I still want to see Ryan Garcia in. It's just all these antics. It makes me question my confidence in how, you know, possible these fights are for him. Because if he keeps getting suspended, if the WBC gets suspended and the IBO, IBF, WBO, WBC, you know, if these guys start suspending Ryan Garcia too, they're going to be like, yeah, if the WBC did it, we have to do it too. If the Ring Magazine, you know, they start suspending Ryan Garcia, they don't want anything to do with him. So if it gets to that point, who is Ryan Garcia going to fight for? You know, he's going to have to do exhibitions, and at that point, you know, people are going to take him less seriously. That's just the reality of the situation. It sucks for Ryan, and it sucks for a lot of us people who like to watch Ryan Garcia fight, but obviously there's no room in the sport for this kind of behavior. When it comes to cheating, when it comes to talking about other people, when it comes to things that they can't control and things that they should be proud of, like the color of their skin, their religion, all that stuff. I'm not trying to make this into something political, but you know, that's where this news is at right now. And Ryan Garcia is doing a lot of stuff, calling out Virgil Ortiz and his trainer Robert Garcia wanting to fight Virgil in a sparring match, and it's just getting out of hand. It's getting to the point where it's like, you kind of get worried for Ryan Garcia. You even think about his situation. For a lot of you guys who don't know, he's not even at the moment, you know, actively talking to his brother and father. So that tells me that there could be rough patches there too. I think there's just a lot that Ryan Garcia has to fix up and improve on. I think he knows that. He said he's going to rehab, so that's the first step. That's always a good step to, you know, face when it comes to substance abuse. It's nothing to play around with. A lot of people deal with it, as long as he knows that, you know, he's not the only one going through you know, hardship, difficult times and struggle. That's all that's important. You know, this is boxing. The reason I like boxing so much is because there are a lot of parallels in life as well. You know, you look at boxing and you say, they always say it's not about how hard you get hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and, you know, get up and move forward, stuff like that. And that's a parallel to life as well. When these obstacles and everything's getting thrown at you, you're making mistakes and the world's against you, how do you respond? Do you respond like a champion, or do you respond like a loser? And that's ultimately what it's about with Ryan Garcia. I think he just has to get to that space where he continues to have faith in himself and in God that, you know, he's gonna get through it, and he has to trust people and not be so prideful. Just because you're that guy, just because you have a lot of followers, just doesn't mean that you can't ask people for help, for guidance and wisdom. You know, that's all important. Reach out to people that have done it before. Talk to Manny Pacquiao, talk to all these legends, talk to guys like Canelo and ask them what they think you should do. There's nothing wrong with that. I think that Ryan Garcia is a superstar. I think that he's still a very talented fighter, and I want to see him fight again, but it all starts with him rebuilding from here, because he's hurting his reputation right now. And I think he's always been one to talk about, you know, what have you accomplished? He likes to reference Muhammad Ali a lot and talk about what he's done for boxing. He said that Muhammad Ali is the best athlete of all time, not Michael Jordan, because of what Muhammad Ali has done outside of the ring. And if he really believes that, he should be more cognizant and aware of the impact that he's having on his own legacy by doing all this crazy stuff. He should know that it's not good for him. You know, one day his kids are going to grow up and people are going to learn about, you know, everything his dad has done, and his kids' friends are going to be talking about that, and you don't want that. You don't want that for your kids. You don't want that for your family. It's something that they'd have to deal with, and it would make their lives harder. So Ryan Garcia just has to be a little bit more considerate about, you know, those he loves and the people that support him, and you know, kind of see him as a role model and want to see him fight. He's got a lot of fans, that's for damn sure. So he has to work on, you know, creating a better image for himself and being a more positive influence for those fans, in my opinion. I think that's ultimately what he's got to do. He promotes fights very well. He's one of the most exciting fighters, in my opinion. I like watching Ryan, but he definitely has to, you know, chill out on a lot of stuff, and it starts with, you know, obviously if he's dealing with substance abuse, go to rehab like he's doing it and get all the help you can. So it's a good step that he's taking, but you know, right now his focus should be his character, because ultimately we want to see him in the ring, but it starts with who he is as a person, so build up from there. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. Ryan Garcia gets suspended by the WBC president Mauricio Suleiman indefinitely, so we'll see what happens. Won't see Ryan Garcia for at least another 8 months to a year. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace. That's going to do it for another NASFIGHT Media video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy, Man Nabong, with another video. Hope you guys enjoyed it all. Thank you guys for the constant support. Salute to y'all always. It's been your boy.